Good morning, Fort Collins. It is April 8th, 2020, just around 7 a.m. Downtown Fort Collins, sun is coming out. It's going to be a beautiful day, but obviously no one's going to be downtown. So now more than ever, my every 2 week biweekly market update is going to be extremely important to watch. The stock market obviously is very instantaneous on their fluctuations, whereas the real estate will trail. So without further ado, let's jump into the weekly analysis. So honestly, I brought it in here to look at it versus 2019. One of the things that you're going to be hearing a lot of realtors talk about is how the market's acting normally. And in general, it is. Besides the inability to show property, the actual numbers are tracking almost as identical to 2019. 98 new homes on the market versus 112 in 2019. Median list price of $474,000. 61 homes sold in 2020 versus 61 homes sold in 2019. And actually in 2019, the median list or sales price was $5,000 higher. Like I've been saying, we've been stuck between 400 and 425, and it does touch all the way up to 440, 450, depending on what type of the numbers that we have, and it gets down all the way to 390, and it has gone all the way to 390, but basically in between that 400 and 425, we've been stuck for almost, it's like 18 months, it feels like. 23 homes had a price change. I was talking with one of my agents, and that was one of the things that I think we were most fearful of was the price changes because of the fear. And really, honestly, that's a pretty standard number. Actually, even less. Average median is usually around 10,000, but 168 active single families versus 170 in 2019. I'll show you here in just a second how that chart looks. And average days on market, it might tick up from 39 to 43. That is probably going to increase, my guess would be, just based off of the inability to get out there and look at properties. So if this number keeps, increasing and we don't see as many homes sold, the days on market could pop up, which is not normal for this time of the year. So that's going to be the number I think we need to watch the most, is the days on market. I think inventory is going to pop up because it's going to be the spring selling season. But we'll watch this median days on market for the active properties moving forward. As I said, we'll look at the chart. We're just getting out of winter, going to be moving into summer here. So our inventory is going to be ramping back up, probably right around that 200 to 250 homes range, mid-June, July, August. We're just getting out of that doldrum. Again, these median days on market, as you see, it kind of tracks inversely with the supply. So as we get into the winter months, our days on market is going to increase. As we get into the summer months, our days on market is going to decrease. If we see that change, that it increases and supply of homes increases, that's where we might have a little bit of a leading indicator of what the market's doing. So that's the 2-week analysis. Not too much to report, seemingly acting relatively normal. The only thing that I'm not seeing too much of right now is a lot of showings, just because we can't get into homes. So if you have a vacant home, properties are still getting listed and shown. An occupied house is a little bit different, but the appraisals are still getting in there. Inspectors are still getting the homes. We're just kind of trying to figure out how to maneuver around everybody's unique sensitivities and trying to be gracious of each person's wants and desires. So that is the 2-week biweekly analysis for Fort Collins market.